What's up guys, it's your girl Chyna and I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be on something that is highly requested by family and friends. And it's about these brows. But before I get into it, if you're wondering why I have on like band-aids, I be taking off my nails with a Metro card and I ripped my real nail and it hurts really bad. But I didn't want to delay me recording just because I'm waiting for these bad boys to heal. But so don't drag me in the comments, y'all, please. I get a lot of questions about like how do I get my brows to look so natural, what do I use, you know, how do I do it. So today's video is going to be a very in-depth, you know, step by step on how I do my brows and how to get you that natural looking brows. So the look I go for when I do my brows, like I just go for just a filled in look. Like I don't necessarily consider me drawing on my eyebrows because my eyebrows are already full, as you can see. I just like to, you know, define them a little bit, give them a little bit of oomph. Now I'm just gonna show you what are the products that I use. I only use 3 brushes, and then I use the brow pomade and then my choice of concealer. First, you're gonna need a spoolie and an eyeliner brush. So an angled liner brush to, you know, like fill in your brows, and then you're gonna need this spoolie. This is gonna be your best friend for your brows. This is actually the key to getting me that natural looking brow. Next, you're gonna want a concealer brush. So I like to use a flat liner brush. It's small, it's precise. This gets me that very defined, you know, underline under my eye. So definitely, if you're just starting out or if you want to, like, you know, find a better concealer brush, I would definitely recommend using this if you are not. This really helps with getting me, you know, my eyebrows on fleek, okay? The last brush I use is just like a stiff medium texture brush. I use this just to brush out the concealer. You can use a beauty blender if you like. I used to use that, but I just stopped using it because I feel like beauty blenders are best for like liquid concealers. The concealer I'm using is more of a thicker consistency, so when you brush it out, brushing it with a brush, it better helps blend the product out. But now I'm gonna move on to what type of pomade I use. I like to use the L'Oreal Frame and Set pomade. This has a very, it's not too heavy, you know, it's not too light, it's like perfect. You can find this in your local drugstore, Rite Aid, Wayne Reed, whichever, in the L'Oreal section. For concealer, my baby is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I use the medium dark one in the color Biscuit, and this gives me the complete fresh look. Like it looks like I just got my eyebrows waxed. You don't have to necessarily go get that NARS concealer. You can use whatever concealer of your choice. So keep on watching. I'm gonna be talking through the video, you know, because like I said, this is a very detailed eyebrow tutorial. I hope you guys like, so keep on watching. You just want to start off with combing your eyebrows out. You know, I comb them up in the upward motion. Now you just want to take your brow pomade. I lightly tap my brush into the pomade. I don't like to pick up too much product. I start from the middle. I don't start in the front of my brow just because I feel like, you know, it's gonna be too harsh for the first time. So I start in the middle, which is like right here, and then I drag it out to the end of my brow. Another thing, when I do my brows, I raise my brows up like this. I don't just, you know, rest my face while I'm doing my brows, because oftentimes I realize that, you know, when I rest my face and I'm doing like the outline and I raise my brows, I see that I didn't really put it on my hairs. Like I put it on my skin, if you get what I'm saying. And that's your first outline. I know, like, it's so tiny, but trust me, you know, don't rush doing your eyebrows unless you have it like down pat and you can like boom, like, but you don't have to rush doing your eyebrows. For ladies, our brows are like a men's hairline. If your brows are messed up, like, just throw the whole face away. Nah. So now we're just gonna outline the top of the brow. Like I said, you want to start from like the middle part, which is right here, and just drag it out to the end. Since this brush is angled, I let it guide me to give me that oval shape at the top. So I drag it out straight and then I tilt the brush to the more to the longer side. Again, tap your brush lightly into the pomade and just fill the space in. So I'm like going over it again because the line I put is too light. So I'm just going over it again just to fill it in with more of the brunette color. Now I'm gonna take a spoolie and just brush this product out that I just put. And when I brush with a spoolie, it takes some of the product off too. And that also gives it the natural look. So now we're gonna move on to the front of it. Wherever your brow starts, the bottom of it, you just wanna directly put your brush there and just, I like to go in like small swiping motions like this until I get that straight line. And as you can see, that's like a very precise line I have under my brow. Do the same thing for the top of it, just a straight line. I'm kind of like going over my brows a little bit. So you see, everyone makes mistakes. I still sometimes make mistakes with my brows. Like, rarely ever do I really, you know, get my brows right on the first time. Now you just want to fill in that middle part, you know, and just fill in any spaces you see in the rest of your brow. As far as that line that you made right here, you just want to push the product up so you like blend it out a little bit. Push the product up from that line. And just fill everything in, like you're just basically just brushing the product around. So now you just want to take your spoolie and brush everything out. For the front part, I turn my spoolie this way and I brush it up in an upward motion, and then when I get back there, I turn it back this way and brush it out like that. And here's the finished look. You can barely see, you know, the difference from this brow without any product and this brow with any product. Like I said, I just fill my brows in and I give them a oomph. I just define this. Like, so now I'm just gonna do the same thing for this brow. So I'm gonna speed the video up because I already showed you what I did on this side, and I do the exact same thing. So here's the finished look of me just filling in both of my brows. It barely looks like I have product on my brow. Like, so now I'm just gonna move on to the concealer part. Get a good amount of product on your brush. Line the brush up with the beginning of your brow, like directly under it, and then you just want to go in a slow motion, just dragging that around the bottom shape of your brow, starting from the beginning. You just want to spread the product out. That you've outlined the bottom of your brow, I'm just going to do the same thing to the top part. So when I do the top, I take it at the beginning. Again, I press it down on my skin, you know, hard. I press it down on my skin hard, and then I just drag it around my brow. Just spread the product out with the brush, you know. So now I'm just gonna do the same thing with this eyebrow, so I'm gonna speed the video up. So now that you've outlined both of your eyes, the next step of course is just going to be to blend all the concealer out. And I hope that this really helps out some of you guys who are trying to, you know, get that natural looking brow. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below if you liked it. And I'll see you in my next video.